Student, today we discuss about reactivity series. On the basis of the vigor of the reactions with various chemical reagents such as oxygen, water, acids as well as displacement reactions, the metals have been arranged in a series in decreasing order of their reactivity. This arrangement of metals in the series in decreasing order of their reactivity is called activity or reactivity series of metals. So reactivity series of metals is an arrangement where metals have been arranged in a series in the decreasing order of their reactivity, and this arrangement of metals in a series of decreasing order of their reactivity called reactivity series. In this reactivity series, uh, more reactive metals such as potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, and gold. We arrange in this way. Okay, so in a reactivity series, the upper portion of the reactivity series, we observe sodium, potassium, sodium, calcium. So these are the highly reactive metals. Okay, and the least reactive metals such as mercury, gold, silver. Okay, so this series is very important for any chemical reaction. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium. When they burn with air or oxygen, we get oxides. Okay. When they react with water, we get hydrogen gas. Okay. And a salt. When they react with dilute acid, we get salt and hydrogen gas also. Okay. Aluminium, zinc and iron, they doesn't react with air, but they react with steam which produce hydrogen. Okay. Lead and copper, they react with oxygen and form a layer of oxide, but they do not react with water or steam or dilute acid. Clear? Gold, silver, they do not react with air, water, dilute acids. Okay, so they are called noble metals. So for any metals, when they react with oxygen, we get their oxides, and this metal when react with water, we get metal oxide and hydrogen. When this metal react with dilute acids, we get metal salt and hydrogen. Clear? Now student, we compare the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Metals lose electrons and form positive ions, such as when sodium release their excess electron in their outermost shell, we get Na plus. So metals are electropositive elements, but non-metals, they gain electrons. Okay, and non-metals are electronegative. Clear? Metals combine with oxygen and form basic oxides, but metals combine with oxygen and form basic oxide. For example, sodium when react with oxygen, we get sodium oxide. Okay, and this sodium oxide when dissolved in water, we get sodium hydroxide. It is a concentrated basic substance. When nonmetals combine with oxygen and form acidic oxide or neutral oxides. For example, carbon when react with oxygen, we get carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide when dissolved in water, we get carbonic acid. Clear? Metals react with water to liberate hydrogen gas, but nonmetals do not react with water. Metals react with chlorine to form ionic chloride, but nonmetals react with chlorine to form covalent chloride. As metals lose electrons, so they form ionic substances, and nonmetals they gain electrons, so they form covalent substances. Hydrogen can share or lose electrons, but active metals like sodium, potassium, calcium can before hydrogen atom to accept the electrons to form hydrides. And hydrides of nonmetals are stable compounds and are formed by sharing electrons. Okay, student? So these are the differences of metals and nonmetals in their chemical properties. Okay. Now student, what is ion? An electrically charged atom of an element is called ions. An electrically charged atom of an element is called ion. Depending upon the types of charges, ions are two types: cations and anions. Cation is a positively charged ion, and this comes from the word cathode, a negative electrode. Metal ions are always attracted to the cathode, and cations are formed by the loss of one or more electrons by an atom. The elements having 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost shell can lose electrons when supplied with energy, that means ionization energy. So cations are positively charged. Okay, for example, sodium, atomic number of sodium is 11, and when they are splitted into their electronic configuration, we get in first shell, that is in K shell, total number of electron 2, and in L shell total number of electron is 8, and rest electron is present in M shell. So in the, sodium, its last shell contain 1 electron. Okay, sodium metal, they lost this electron, excess electron. Okay, and they form Na plus. Clear? And anion, a negatively charged ion, is called anion. Negative ions are attractive to the anode, which is positive electrode. An anion is formed by the gain of one or more electrons by an atom. The number of electrons is more than the number of protons here. For example, Cl minus 1, Cl oxygen 2 minus, fluorine minus. Okay. Now student, we discuss about formation of a compound. Students, now we explain how the sodium chloride formed. Sodium chloride, NaCl. Atomic number of sodium is 11. Okay. And its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. Sodium, its atomic number is 11. Okay. So number of proton in sodium is 11 and number of electron is also 11. Its first shell, that means K shell, contain 1 and 2, total 2 electrons. Okay, and its second shell, that means L shell, it contain 8 electrons. Okay, and third shell contain only 1 electron. So this outermost shell electron, sodium donate it or loses this electron. This is the valence shell and this electron is called valence electron. Okay. In order to obtain the stable noble gas configuration of 8 electrons in the outermost shell, it has two options. The first option is to gain 7 electrons to get the electronic configuration of argon. Configuration of argon 2, 8 and 8. So either sodium has to obtain or gain 7 electrons to get electronic configuration of argon, or which is energetically very difficult to obtain 7 electrons. Okay, and the second option is to lose the only valence shell electron and attain the configuration of the noble gas neon. Neon gases configuration is 2, 8. This option is energetically feasible. Okay, and sodium therefore has a tendency to lose 1 electron present in the valence shell, okay, or third shell, so that sodium ion Na formed acquires the stable electronic configuration of neon, that is sodium 281 formed Na plus and it loses 1 electron and it obtained its nearest noble gas neon, which contain 2 and 8 configuration. Okay, and chlorine, the atomic number of chlorine is 17 and its electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7. Okay, so there are 7 electrons in the valence shell of chlorine atom. Okay, this is the valence electron. Chlorine 17 electrons and its first shell contained 2 electrons, second shell contained 8 electrons and its third shell contained 7 electrons. Okay, so it obtained the electronic configuration of neon 2 and 8 by losing 7 valence electrons. Okay, and which is energetically impossible. So electronic configuration of argon, which is 2, 8 and 8, this is configuration of neon and this is configuration of argon 2, 8, 8, by gaining 1 electron, which is quite feasible. Therefore chlorine atom takes up an electron lost by the sodium atom and is changed into chloride ion, that is Cl minus ion. So chlorine obtained an electron and it becomes Cl minus ion, which contain 288 configuration. Okay student, now student look at here. The configuration of sodium is 11 electron. Okay, and chlorine contains 17 electron and 17 proton also. Okay student, so sodium in its first shell contain 2 electron, second shell contain 8 electron, then third shell
contain only one electron. This is the valence electron. And chlorine contain its first shell 2 electron. Its second shell, that means L shell, contain 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 electron. And its third shell contain 7 electron. Okay. You can use any kind of symbol, student. Okay. This valence electron of sodium gained by the chlorine and it become sodium chloride. Okay. So student, to form sodium chloride, sodium lost 1 electron and this electron gained by the chlorine to become its stable configuration and it form a sodium chloride. Clear? Student, if we express this in the dotted symbol, that means electron dot structure, we expressed it by the dot. We express here but only valence electron. Okay. Sodium contained 1 electron in its valence shell and chlorine contains 7 electron in its valence shell. Okay student, this valence electron transferred here when it forms sodium chloride. Clear? And it becomes Na plus and Cl minus. Okay. Finally, we get sodium chloride. Clear? Now, magnesium chloride. Formation of magnesium chloride. Student, atomic number of magnesium is 12. Okay. And its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 2. Magnesium contain 12 electron and its electronic configuration is 282. And electronic configuration of chlorine, we know that it contains 17 electron. Its configuration is 2, 8 and 7. Okay. So for magnesium, it contains true valence electron. It contains 2 valence electron, okay, in its outermost shell. So magnesium loses its 2 valence electron to get its nearest noble gases configuration, that is neon. Neon's configuration is 2 and 8. Okay. So to get its nearest noble gases configuration, magnesium have to lose its 2 valence electron. Okay. And magnesium, when loses its 2 electrons, it become Mg2 plus. Okay. And it become 2,8. And chlorine, we know chlorine contains 17 electron and its outermost shell contains 7 electrons and it gains 1 electron and it becomes Cl minus ion. Clear? Okay student. And magnesium Mg2 plus and chlorine is Cl minus. So to form magnesium chloride MgCl2, magnesium loses 2 electrons and chlorine obtain only 1 electron. So 2 chlorine atom together gain these electrons from the magnesium. Okay, so thus when magnesium and chlorine are brought together, the magnesium atom transfers its 2 valence electron to 2 chlorine atoms. Okay, magnesium and here chlorine and chlorine. Magnesium loses its 2 electrons for 2 chlorine. Okay, and a magnesium atom transfers it to its 2 valence electron to 2 chlorine atoms. Okay, in the process both the atoms acquire the stable electronic configuration of nearest inert gas. The positively charged magnesium ion Mg2 plus and negatively charged Cl minus ion are now held together by the electrostatic force of attraction. That is, it forms Mg2 plus 2Cl minus, and we get finally Mg2 plus 2Cl minus or MgCl2. Clear? This process can also be shown as Mg magnesium, its 2 valence electron and electron present in the chlorine 7 in its valence shell. Okay, and chlorine gain this 2 valence electron. 2 chlorine contain 2 electron from the magnesium. Okay, so we get Mg2 plus and Cl2 minus. Okay, student, clear? So magnesium chloride formed by magnesium and chlorine, and 2 chlorine atom required for formation of magnesium chloride. Okay, student.